Welcome to my doll customizing journey. My name is Josephine and these are my creatures. And yet again, here is another swap doll video for you guys. Apparently, I really love swaps. This swap was hosted by Shannon from Retrodolls US and Sarah from Sugarlump Giftshop. The theme was Ren Faire. This swap was a little different because we all had the creative freedom to do what we wanted and partners were assigned after the dolls were all finished. For this swap I wanted to do Lucrezia Borgia, but with a little twist. If you don't know who Lucrezia Borgia is, she was the illegitimate daughter of Pope Rodrigo Borgia and his mistress. Lucrezia Borgia was a famous beauty notorious for the suspicious deaths and political intrigue that swirled around her and her family. The twist for this doll is that she is really a cosplayer dressed up as Lucrezia Borgia. In this video, I will show you how I modified her body, did her face up and normal clothes. The second installment will have her costume and wig making, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you will not miss when that video comes up. For the base of this repaint, I decided to use Operetta because I found her face mold to be very pretty and she is not often used for repaints. The prepping is the same old thing. We are gonna cut all her hair off, remove the factory face with acetone and pop her head off by warming it up and tugging it off. Through the neck hole you can dig out the remaining hair and glue. Because the head shrinking went so well last time, I'm doing it again. Also, the time I was making this doll, Puppet Atelier posted her video doing plastic surgery on Operetta 2.0 version, where she experimented with head shrinking and filling in her tattoos. I'm gonna link her video down below. I'm stuffing the head with scraps of fabric to prevent the head from deforming when it dries and shrinks. Here I have the head straight from the acetone bath next to a regular head. This is the reason you will need a very wide jar to fit the head when it first expands. Her features did change a little bit from the shrinking, but after all it's a success. Next, I'm gonna tackle the body. I want her figure to fit better with the silhouette of the historical outfit she will be getting. I will have a second video showing how I made the historical outfit, so subscribe so you don't miss it. If you have watched any of my other videos, this seems pretty similar to you already. But I'm gonna go through the steps real quick here. First you wanna cut your doll in half, then you wanna cut the neck and don't go all the way through. To straighten the neck, I heat up the plastic and bend. Insert a metal wire for support, fix it in place with more hot glue. Now you are ready to sculpt the new body shape on top. For the sculpting I'm using Magic Sculpt, but you can use whatever you like. With Magic Sculpt you just mix equal parts and it will cure in a couple of hours. To save on my sculpting medium, I use hot glue first to bulk up the shapes as needed. I'm filling in all her tattoos on her arm. I'm putting the head back on at this point to work on filling her face tattoos as well. But this feels so weird because usually it's my last step. I warm the head up in some boiling water to prevent me from breaking anything. The head is a lot smaller and so is the hole, so I sand down the neck and also widen the hole to make them fit together. I'm filling her face tattoos as well as fixing the indentation on her other cheek left from the head shrinking. Now I'm working on her booty. I'm just thickening her up and making the curves stand out more. Giving her a new belly button as well. Then I'm giving everything a very good sand. And while I'm at it, I'm removing the rest of her painted tattoos. I also gave her some cleavage to make the fit of the historical costume more accurate. To fill in the smaller holes and unevenness, I'm using this quick filler meant for drywalls. It's easy to spread around and even easier to sand. To paint the body, I mixed a nice light skin tone with acrylic paints. I think I used mostly white with a little bit of dark neutral brown and a bit of yellow. I watered it down quite a bit and paint on 3 or 4 layers. This time I seal my paint with Tamiya Color Gloss Varnish as an experiment, and it has done the job of protecting the paint the best from what I have tried out so far. To make the body matte again, I use MSC or Ms.SuperClear. I'm spraying the head and the body on the same go. For some reason I first drew in her eye whites with General's chalk pencil in white. A nice trick that I learned from Blank Space Dolls. Then I move in with blushing the body and face with pink chalk pastels. I'm adding shadows to her eyelids and deepening her lip color as well. highlights and shadows really need each other to come together cohesively. I add a subtle glow to her skin with a Q-tip and some shimmery eyeshadow. I also did this little trick to her body. Then, after sealing my work, I protected the body from excess sealant with a cloth. I use more pencils and a brush to get to the finest of lines and crevices. The borderlines gets painted on with a brush too. I'm planning on giving her blonde hair, so I match her eyebrows accordingly. I'm going for a natural look here, so the brows are very bushy and she is not wearing any heavy makeup, so the colors and application is very light this time. To make sure the eye whites are opaque, I layer acrylic paint over the pencil. And to also fix some of the waterline I did before that ended up too wide. I'm gonna go with blue eyes this time to complement her outfit and make the eyes stand out. I just realized that she is a primary color scheme with yellow on her hair, blue eyes and red dress. I always add this darker outer rim to the irises and I think it looks cool. Pupils are next. Then it's the daunting task of making the other eye match. I'm also detailing the eyes with some very light blue lines. For this costume, I decided to draw on the lower lashes and add fake lashes to the top. I glossed the eyes and lips with Tamiya Color Clear Gloss. The spider lashes are avoided with some trimming. The black lashes were too harsh for her in my opinion, so I added a little bit of brown acrylic paint to them. For her normal everyday clothes, I'm going for a pair of denim high-waisted shorts and a white knit shirt. I modify my existing patterns for pants. To make the edges behave, I use some glue. Then it's just a matter of hemming the pieces and then attaching them to each other, right sides together. I'm top stitching everything with light brown thread to make them look like real denim shorts, but in miniature. The last seam to close is the crotch. Make sure you sew this carefully so that the seam does not rip open when you put on the shorts. Next, I'm making the belt for the shorts. I just cut a thin piece of cotton fabric and hem it. I sew on belt loops to fix the belt in place. I didn't add any other closing mechanism just because it would bulk up the pants. For the shirt, I'm using a brand new sock because ain't nobody wanna wear an old sock. I want the sleeves to look like they are rolled up, so I just bunch the sleeves up and sew them in place. To keep the shirt in place, I sew a little piece of ribbon to the bottom. I made these cute matching shoes for her as well. And her regular outfit is done. Now she looks extra creepy with full face and clothes but no hair. So let's fix that bald head. For her hair, I selected these two colors, Butterscotch and Macadamian from Retrodolls EU. And I'm gonna blend them together and create a custom color for my girl. I'm making glued wefts this time, for rerouting the doll would be very hard because of the shrunken head. When the glue is dry, I can just peel off the hair from the plastic bag and then cut the wefts into the size I need. Before I start gluing in the hair, I had a magnet in there. But why? To find out, you need to watch the second part of this repaint. I start at the back of the head and move upwards. Then I cover the sides and the top of the head. To make the hairline look neat, you need to glue the wefts in the opposite direction and flip it. I lay down the hairline first and fill the gaps with the last wefts. This hairstyle is the most trickiest that I have ever made just because it's so very short. To get the hair to lay flat, I use my hair curler to apply heat to the hair. And then I use a bag of ice to set the hair. Do be very careful with hair straighteners or curlers, you don't want to burn the synthetic hair. I turn on my curler for a minute and then turn it off before I put it on the hair, just to make sure it does not heat up too much. Here I'm making her little accessories. I imagined her to be a hired actress at the Ren Faire, even though she does cosplay for a hobby. So she would need a tiny pass to get around the event. I don't always show the dressing up part, but for this doll I thought it would be helpful for my partner to see how the clothes go together. This doll is with my swap partner Celeste right now, and I know for sure that she is in good hands and very much loved. I'm gonna link down below Celeste's Instagram so you can check her out. I settled for Anna as her name, even though it feels kind of boring, but somehow I just can't call her anything else anymore, so Anna the cosplayer it is. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't yet done that, like this video and leave a comment. I would love to know what you think of Anna. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Josephine's Creatures, and until next time, bye!